Are you ready to web sling? What up, it's your girl ZBEXX, and as I'm recording this today, Spider-Man just released at local game stores. Pre-releases started today, so let's crack open this booster box and see if I can find a copy of the Soul Stone. Or Gwenum. I'd actually really like Gwenum. I have gotten to open a couple of Spider-Man packs already for my local game store, Addictive Behaviors, but this is the first product that I'm opening for myself. Did you go and play at the pre-release at your local game store? Let me know. Foil anti-venom to start it off with. Okay, that's so freaking hot. We did do a employee draft after opening packs, and let me tell you, there is a combo with anti-venom and the pariah-like enchantment in the set that my coworker got off in draft. I was playing red-green. All of my things do damage. I had no destroy effects. Literally everything had damage. That is so freaking amazing. Okay, Shadow of the Goblin. What a hot start. Ooh, and Lady Octopus inspired inventor. That's great too. Okay, obviously I'm starting off hot because I have really lucky packs because I did get them from my game store. And I believe that when you buy packs from your local game store, those are the luckiest packs you could get. Sandman, Shifting Scoundrel. Oh, the hot dog cart. Spider-Gwen, Free Spirit. This card is actually pretty good in limited 2/3 with reach that loots. Like for a common, I really enjoyed it. I'm sure by now when you're watching this, it might be a couple weeks after Spider-Man's out. So you'll have to let me know what you thought of the draft environment. Oh, nice. We got a full art land. Spidersman, I think, is really strong as an early card or a late card for web slinging. Arachne, Psionic Weaver, Morbius, the Living Vampire. I was a little skeptical of the set, to be honest, with a lot of people, as the general consensus started to get negative as product was getting opened. However, playing the limited environment really turned around my opinion on this set. They successfully, yes, another island, or full art land, by Organic Carapace. Mysterio, Master of Illusion. But playing with this set really made it feel like magic, and the set was designed very well for a limited environment. So, way to make Spider-Man feel like magic, you know? Also, if you're seeing this before MagicCon Atlanta, you should definitely come see me at the Gerudo booth. And I'll be there on Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. I have a fun 20 questions game planned. J. Jonah Jameson, that's pretty good. We like him. We like all the newspaper writers. All the named people are pretty good. Web shooters, Green Goblin. But the game that I have is 20 questions, and you can either challenge me or I can challenge you. So you'll come find me at the booth, and if you're seeing this after, there's going to be little shorts on that I'm putting up to share people that I met at MagicCon who played the game with me. A game of magic that's not actually playing magic. Yes! Foil Gwen Stacy. What is this? Just like the foil mythics box? Okay. Hey girl. I am going to be doing a Sunday cosplay of Spider-Gwen, so keep your eye out for that. Mary Jane Watson. Like I said, if you're at the event, see me there. If this is after the event, check my page for photos. The last time that I wore my Gwen Stacy cosplay, actually when I got my Spider-Gwen cosplay, was during the pandemic. So I did a photo shoot with a friend who I felt comfortable with, but I never have worn it out in public. Ooh, Spider-Man 2099, also a very strong limited card. Just very easy to get back from the graveyard in these colors as well. I saw it happen. Web Warriors. I know some people feel like all of the different spider people were filler, but I really like all of the different spider people that they referenced from the movie. That's really cool. I'm not a Spider-Man fan, but I'd say I'm more of an Avengers fan over Spider-Man specifically, like the whole gang of the superheroes. And plus, how many Spider-Man movies have we had come out over the years? All right, my third full art land. Like, I remember the ones with Tobey Maguire when I was growing up. Rent is Due. Those were like the 3 series then. And of course, the most recent, we've got like Miles Morales and the Spider-Verse, that whole place. And then there's that guy in between too. The one who plays the dad now, right? What's his name? I am actually the worst usually with actors, so I'm lucky that I got Tobey Maguire. If we ever meet in person and I forget your name, I recognize your face, and I might even call you by the wrong name. You can ask people. I don't do it on accident. Like today, with great power. With today, was watching a... Ooh! This is one of the coolest alternate cards. It's like not in the set. Reanimate. That's great. Was watching a interview on a talk show with Jude Law, who has a new show on Netflix out, and talking to my partner Brock, I was like, yeah, like he was in music and lyrics, and then I was like, oh no, that's Hugh Grant, and then I was like, oh shoot, those are different people. Like, how embarrassing is that? But so my point is, if I mix you up when I see you, I do it with celebrities and stuff all the time. Like John Stamos and the Fonz, they're the same person in my mind. I don't know why. Friendly Neighborhood. All right, let's get back to some of the mythic hits. I'm ready for a mythic hit now that I'm done with all of that storytelling. On to the next pack. That's a third of the box. Ooh! Yeah, boy. The full art lands, you could never really go wrong with getting in foil. They're just always worth it to bling out a deck, right? Ooh, Silk Web Weaver. I really like all of the Selesnya web slinging abilities here. Hey, and Peter Parker. Look at that. The Amazing Spider-Man. That's a hit. And the Death of Gwen Stacy. We got another cool card, it looks like, behind here. Ooh, SP Doctor, piloted by Penny. I like the alternate art there. Nice on the uncommons. My favorite, though, I only saw one of them from a play booster pack. There's a series of showcase or alternate art, whatever we're calling them these days, that look like a comic strip. And I would like to open one of those in one of my packs because they look really cool. Oh, a couple of foils in a row, along with the Miles Morales. Talk about his movie, and he showed up, so thank you so much. That's also a hit. We gotta have all the like main title character Spider-Mans. The ultimate Spider-Man. Electro Assaulting Battery. Okay. Professional Wrestler foil, Superior Spider-Man, and Carnage, Crimson Chaos. All of the villains are really cool too in this. I do like how there's spider hero synergy and then some villains. It means that if they do more villains in the future or heroes, like we saw Hero introduced in Final Fantasy, right? So I'm glad they kept the hero type. That made sense. But just think about like any property that we have in the future can have villains. pretty neat. Yes, we got another full art. I will take all your full arts. If you don't want them, I will take them. Villainous Wrath. Okay, sick. We love wipes for 5 in black. Yes! What is that, like my 6th full art land? Okay, I feel like the full art land rate is higher. Docks, Ox, Tentacles. School days. We'll have to get a final count at the end of our full art basics. As a person who has arachnophobia, I feel like that's part of the reason why I've never been like drawn to Spider-Man directly. I am more of a Marvel girl than a DC girl. Like, I don't have any of my Marvel shirts on right now, but this is a Disney property, so it's Marvel adjacent. Like, there was thought put into it. Parker Luck. I could have put on my Spider-Gwen cosplay, but honestly, I just finished packing for MagicCon Atlanta, so it's packed. We're not unpacking before we go, you know? And then can you believe that after MagicCon Atlanta, we don't have a MagicCon event until like months and months and months? Hey, yo, another full art. Ooh, and the foil bagel and schmear. I have to put this in my Toe Jam and Earl deck. It's going in the big rare pile. Spinneret and Spiderling. So what I'm getting at, though, is since we don't have a bunch of MagicCons, we're going to have some games on here on the Gerudo platform. We'll have to play some Commander. Have you ever played with my Chaos die before? It's a Commander variant because I don't like long games. Long games are the worst. And it's where I have a list of 20 cards, Kraven's Last Hunt, and whenever we've played live and rolled a card, it's been revealed. So I made this list like forever ago of 20 cards that speed up the game. Havoc Festival was the original inspiration, but now I need to go and update it and add stuff like Triple Triad, like how I played that variant on Garage the Gathering. Garage. Did I get British for a moment? The garage. Sometimes. Like bagel and schmear, people will ask if I'm from Boston the way I say bagel. No, it's just, I'm West Coast. I don't know how that happened though, but that's how I say my A's in certain words. Urban Retreat. I love that we get some more Tri-Land action. We can always use some more of those. I'm putting that in a higher pile. I don't know what it's going at right now, but playable. Lands are always playable. That's why we're making a pile of our full art lands. Keep the lands, people. Whenever I see people like trading off their shock lands or fetch lands for stuff, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you could play those in a different deck. I know they're worth a lot though, so it's easy to trade them up for other stuff if you're not using them at the moment. Silk Web Weaver. But I just always try to hang on to my lands. Lizard, Connor's Curse. And obviously, having spoiled a card like Kazandu Nectar Pot, I like Landfall. So there's like a whole thing to that. Origin of Spider-Man Saga. I'm glad that they keep making sagas. Tom Bombadil players rejoice. I don't even have a Tom Bombadil deck. I just know a ton of people do. He's GOAT. Okay, we haven't seen the Soulstone or Gwenum yet. So, I'm calling you. Please pick up the phone. Hide on the ceiling. I have that like spidey sense because I feel like I'm so arachnophobic that I like scan the corners of the room. Or like I was playing board game day with my girlfriends 2 weeks ago, and as I'm talking, I'm like just staring like this, but I'm still talking about my sentence, and my friend goes, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "That's a spider up there," and it was a really big one. Oh, speaking of just what, I was looking at the imaginary spider and I didn't see anti-venom horrifying healer, a second one. We will take a second one. That's great. Anyway, anyone else like that? Now you know. Don't do spider pranks on me. I will never forgive you, actually. That is a boundary that we are setting right now. Prank me any other way you want, though. I mean, like, in good fashion. Especially if it has to do with fashion. That could be funny. Black cat, cunning thief. Okay. It's so long ago. Who remembers uncards? Genuine question. Do you play with uncards today? I am curious. I had an uncommander deck that one year that they said it could be legal during Christmas time, like 5 years ago. And then I broke it apart and I've never done anything with those cards ever since. Mechanical Mobster, and an Ops Corp Industries. Take all those tri-lands, yes please. Rhyme time. Another Full Art Swamp, Spider, Gwen, Free Spirit Foil, Moreland, Devourer of Spiders. I mean, I don't mind. That's why I don't mind the villains so much. They like taking care of the spiders. I mean, they're villains, though. Well, who doesn't love a villain era? You can now enter your villain era, literally. Build villains.deck. It's kind of a fun concept, actually, especially with all of the properties we have with, like, Warhammer and the villains from Lord of the Rings and Doctor Who. You're welcome to borrow that idea if you'd like. You know, I'm a fan of the theme deck. Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist, Rocket-Powered Goblin Glider. The mobility devices. Why isn't it a vehicle? I mean, okay, I get that it's an equipment, but debatable, right? I wonder in R&D if they debated over this card. Tag one of the R&D people and ask. Seek them out at MagicCon Atlanta. Ask them about that. They love getting asked about card design. If you're into that sort of thing. Vibrant Cityscape Foil. It's nice. This is actually, you kind of need this in any deck where you might run Evolving Wilds if you're okay with entered taps. Like, it's another variant of it, so it's kind of nice. Symbiote Spider-Man, Craven the Hunter, Prison Break, Flash Thompson, Rhino's Rampage. Treasure, that is what you are. Spider-Punk. That is excellent. I'm a fan. I really like this series of movies. Spider-Verse. Last pack luck. Come on, Gwenum, the Soul Stone, either of you. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, Eddie Brock, a mythic at least. Like, we can take that. We've got Venom, Lethal Protector. We said Gwenum, it heard Venom. They are very close. So that's a hit. That is definitely a hit. Madam Web, the Spots Portal, Spider Girls Swarm, Bees, and just the rest of the commons, even the city pigeon. All right, so in total, we got no planes, but 8 full art lands. And the big hits here, okay, the lands aren't quite as big of a hit, but all the big hits here, Peter Parker, Anti-Venom foil, Eddie Brock, Gwen Stacy foil, and Miles Morales. Thanks so much for tuning in with me. Follow, and remember, you're fabulous.